Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 2018 Lakeside World Championships and it's ladies quarterfinals day here at the home of World Darts, the Lakeside. We now introduce a twice Lakeside World Championships semi-finalist. She's the reigning Europe Cup singles champion, Racing Angel, Sharon Prins. We now bring to the stage a three-time Lakeside World Championship finalist, the former Winmore World Masters and World Cup singles champion, the Heart of Darts, Hedman!
She's got her groove on. England's three-time runner-up against the Dutch two-time semi-finalist. Prins against Hedman, live next on 4. Sharon Prins made the semis on her first visit to Lakeside 5 years ago. To get there again in 2018, she'll have to beat the #1 seed. Class matchup this one. Let's join your commentators Jim Proudfoot. And first of all, a very good afternoon to John Rawling.
Good afternoon, Rob. Good afternoon, everybody. Well, is it going to be Dieter Hedman's year at last? You sometimes suspect, watching her play here at the Lakeside, that she almost wants it too much. Been the runner-up in 2012, 2014 and 2016, and her list of achievements over the years is just extraordinary. She now has 127 ranking titles, 58 years young, and still a brilliant player.
Ladies and gentlemen, first up, it's Sharon Prins. Game on.
The 29-year-old Sharon Prins, the #8 seed from the Netherlands, twice a semi-finalist, and a very good player in her own right. 4 title wins in 2017, as well as being the WDF World Cup champion.
Sharon, a two-time semi-finalist, has actually won both of her previous quarter-finals. Beat Irina Armstrong in 2013 in the quarters.
17.
And then in 2015 she beat Rachel Brooks at this stage. On both occasions ended up playing against Lisa Ashton in the semi-final and lost. You talk about that glittering CV. It's worth repeating, 127 BDO ranking titles, including 18 in each of the last 2 years.
Yeah, it's extraordinary, isn't it? Trina Gulliver comes closest of those here. She's, I think, got 84 to her name. And you mentioned Lisa Ashton, who, to many people's eyes, would probably, on her day, be the darts player to beat. Well, the winner of this match faces either Fallon Sherrock or Lisa Ashton in the last four.
Also worth bearing in mind that that's 127 BDO ranking titles. Having had a significant spell out of the game because of work commitment, she walked away from darts back in 1997. And came back to the BDO in 2009. She won more than 100 ranking events since her return. But it's Sharon Prins who's first to a finish in the first leg. 6 darts at 158. Takes the 58 off.
Better.
120.
The darts. So 100 for Sharon Prins to take the opening leg on throw. 20 is the targets. And she went for 2 double tops.
60.
60 is not bad though, but puts the pressure on Dieter.
.62 then for a break of throw. 20 will leave double 16. She went for 12 and tops instead. And hits it. First leg of the match to Dieter Hedman against the darts.
Sharon hoping to become the first Dutch ladies world champion since Francis Honselaar in 2009. Being watched on here by her husband Patrick, out in the audience. There he is. Had a break from the game to have a little kiddie a couple of years ago.
Spends her working life surrounded by them as well. She is the group leader in a child daycare centre by day. She's not playing darts. Excellent leg from both. 137, 123 for Sharon, and an 80 followed by a ton 40 for Dieter. With a very idiosyncratic throw, which has proved unbelievably effective for so many years.
Somehow manages to can keep an amazingly busy schedule together with working full-time as well. Dieter Hedman works for, well, what used to be the GPO, whatever they call it nowadays, Royal Mail, is it?
I don't know, what's the time?
Post office, letters. Those who don't use emails.
19, showing you require 124.
See, it's a long time since I used it, apart from Christmas cards. Bullseye.
86, DT requires 76.
Missed dart at bull, chance to break back. Dita now looking at 76. 16 for tops or 20 for double 18. She went for the big 20. Hits the single 5, which really means that she can't finish now. 51 to go. So Sharon will have an opportunity to break straight back here with 38 against her name.
28.
Missed the cover shot there as well.
38.
Will she go straight at it? I think she's going to go 6 double 16. Yep. Double 16 now. It's not a bad marker. And nicely converted. That's the break back straight away.
Third line is 7 first. Hedman.
Firstly, it really sprang to prominence, Sharon, in the 2009 Dutch Open, where she reached the semi-finals, and everybody sat up and took notice because she missed 3 darts to beat Trina Gulliver.
42.
It came to prominence at a young age. She not long turned 21 by the time she had that success. Only 2 players have ever beaten her on the Lakeside stage. Lisa Ashton, who has knocked Sharon out 3 times. Irina Armstrong, the only other player to have beaten Sharon here.
55.
Just struggling to find the right trebles at the moment in this leg. Another opportunity here for Dita to break. And this will help her cause.
89.
Unlucky with the cover shot, just the wrong side of the wire. Went in the treble 3.
59.
Well, pink ladies are in. It's Greece Day today, obviously. So Dita should be first to a finish here.
Good solid ton, she is indeed. She'll have first opportunity at 106. Sharon in need of a treble here.
81.
And finding one.
DT require 106.
Can still do it. Treble 18 will leave double 16. Double 16 then for a 106 to go 2-1 up.
90.
Prins for 1-1-1 to hold her throw. Starting at the top of the board. Now looking at treble 17, which would set up tops for 1-1-1. Just the wrong side of the wire. I think she thought she got that.
It's a double 8 then for another break of throw. Missed opportunities for Sharon Prins. Frustrator.
3 legs, 3 breaks.
This is Dita's 9th Lakeside appearance. She's been the top seed in 6 of the last 7 years. Perhaps surprisingly, only Trina Gulliver has ever won this tournament as the top seed.
She seems to have a bit of an aversion to the Lakeside stage, Dita Hedman.
38.
And you can often see the further the matches go, the more the tension builds. I wonder if this is going to be one to conform to that pattern.
She had those two epic finals, particularly the one in 2014, where she led 2-0 against Lisa Ashton and lost 3-2 in the best-of-5 set match. This quarter-final today, the best of 3 sets. So if Dieter can win this leg, she will be halfway to the finish line. Patrick appreciating that from Sharon.
264 then. She's managed 2 doubles out of 3 so far, Dieter Hedman. That's sometimes a problem for her here at Frimley Green.
16.
Well, she's not on a finish, Hedman.
$60.
162 a bogey number as well, so no check out for Sharon Prins.
Well, on a finish.
Yeah, she's making heavy weather of it, though. Dieter Prins, Sharon Prins with a break opportunity, you would think.
Treble 18 will leave double 16. Just a shade away. Asking for clarification, it is outside.
So 80 now needed for Sharon Prins. Looking at 20s for the break. Great opportunity this one to make it 2-2. Good dart, double 10. Not a bad marker. And putting it away. Dieter Hedman could be in trouble in this set now. Sharon Prins with the darts in what will be the deciding leg for this set.
Can she be the first player to hold their throw in this match so far?
100.
Solid start. These two players have met 6 times in the last 12 months. Dieter's won 5 of those. Most recently at the Finder Masters just a few weeks ago, and she also beat Sharon Prins in the final of the Antwerp Masters in August. And Sharon's last victory, or most significant one in the last year, going in the semi-finals of the Denmark Masters back in April, where she beat Dieter 4 legs to 3.
100.
Often close matches between the pair of them, even though Dieter has an overwhelmingly positive head-to-head record between the pair of them. She's won 23 of the 28 meetings between the two in significant events. Next to nothing between the pair of them so far this afternoon.
Eileen de Graaf, we've spotted watching on, who's going to be playing Trina Gulliver. Next up, there she is. Not literally next. I mean her next match. Next match actually in this programme will be a very good-looking men's match between Jim Williams, the Welshman, and the old Raynham barbarian, Conan Whitehead.
37.
And the Prins throw under a little bit of pressure here, with Hedman having had a 139 and a 137. And if she can take out 70 here, she's taken the first set. "19 will leave the ball. Bullseye then for the first set for Dieter Hedman.
26.
She may well be back.
45.
Sharon Prins, 145. She's never hit 100+ checkouts at the Lakeside.
45.
She'll get another chance, maybe, if Hedman makes a mess of this.
Misses the big 12, so 35 left. 3 for double 16. She's miscounted there. She went for tops.
32.
So ends up with 32. She didn't bust because she hit single 20.
Dear me.
Double 6 left, but that was a rare error from Dieter. A shade of embarrassment. And Sharon Prins with the opportunity to really compound that error.
16.
Dieter, it is double 6. You're on 12. Shakes her head disbelievingly. Double 6 for the set. That missed by a mile. But she's got it this time. And she breathes a bit of a sigh of relief. Embarrassment as she has a bit of a joke with the referee. But it's all worked out okay for her in the end. And taking the opening set against Sharon Prins, leaving the stage 1-0 up.
Well, despite that miscount and a fight back from Prins in that set, it is Dieter Hedman, the #1 seed, who has the advantage. 1-0. Just one set needed, and Dieter Hedman will be back in the semi-finals for the 6th time. Let's get straight back to John and Jim.
Well, the first set wasn't great, was it? Let's see if they can pick the level up a little bit here. Dieter Hedman kind of falling over the line despite a pretty awful miscount. And Sharon Prins just not really getting into top gear. Not a performance from either of these players to send shockwaves around the women's tournament. At least so far.
Is the #1 seed that has her nose in front, though. Took that first set against the darts as well. All 5 legs in that first set going against the darts. Both players will have been glad with the timing of the interval, just a chance for them to regroup, consider their thoughts.
96.
Dieter Hedman made her England debut way back in 1990. Seems to have been on the darting scene, even allowing for that break away from the sport, but she seems to have been around forever.
Very illustrious international career. I think I'm right in saying, John, it's 3 WDF World Cups that she's won.
$100.
And even after another remarkable year in her career, no doubt that this is the one that she wants most, the elusive piece in the jigsaw for Dieter Hedman.
Well, she's won those 18 titles. I wouldn't mind betting that if you spoke to her and said, would you give up the lot of them for this, she'd probably say yes.
I'm sure she would.
Throws under pressure again, though. we're going to have yet another break of throw.
81.
Willem Mandigers, one of the Dutch male players.
60. DT require 123.
It's a chance to hold the throw for Dieter Hedman. Just checking after what had happened in the last leg. So 66 left. $16 for Bull. Misses the single, so she's got 58 left now.
Made a bit of a pig's ear of that visit. 83 then for Prins. Good dart, double 16. And she has held a throw. Certainly knew what she wanted, broken throw rather. And now has chance to cement that advantage.
Has the chance to cement the advantage. Sorry, John, but it is the fourth time of asking that she will try and hold her throw.
She certainly had no counting problems there, did she?
83.
Dieter has an excellent record at this stage of the tournament. She's been in 6 previous quarter-finals, has won 5 of them.
40.
Only defeat in the last 8 stage, coming to Lisa Ashton back in 2013. It is the 4th seed,
42.
or Fallon Sherrock, who will play the winner of this match. Lisa and Fallon head-to-head in the first game tonight.
81.
A gentle hubbub
58.
among the lakeside crowd, who at this stage, has to be said, are not massively enthused by what they're watching. That's more like it.
100.
Dieter's 7th score of 100 or more. Or 10 if you include the 3 over 140.
97.
Good darts. Treble 19 would leave double 10. Well, she's gone treble 17. So it's fabulous darts, but not great counting. Double 13, an odd one. Yep, that's not right, Dieter. It's right, it's double 13 she's left. She went for the wrong dart. She wanted treble 19 and went for treble 17.
So she's left herself 26. That's gone in the double 4 bed. So double 9 now. The pretty circuitous route, it has to be said, but job done.
Third leg is Dieter to first.
Yet another break of throw. That's 7 in a row from the first leg. This is borne out by that statistic that nobody has yet been able to hold their throw.
100. 85.
Sanka Zylstra, who has been knocked out of the women's tournament. Haven't been too many shocks so far. Fallon Sherrock, one of the unseeded players that has gone through and beaten Corrine Hammond, but she's ranked 9 in the world, so the most dangerous of the unseeded players, according to form.
99.
These two seeded at 8 and 1, respectively.
It's just going to be yet another break of throw. It's more like it.
$121. 60.
We've seen many Dieter Hedman games over the years, John. It must be said that a couple of arithmetical errors that she's made are very out of character.
Well, she does often check as she plays, doesn't she? She is not one of the great counters, it has to be said. Lapse in concentration as much as anything, I think.
60.
Are we going to have a hold of throw? 94 when she comes back.
59. DT require 94.
Bull or treble 18, one would think. Although a tricky one to second guess the way she's gone about 1 or 2. Treble 20 would leave double 8 now.
54. Shelley require 138.
It is tops this time, if she comes back. And Keith Deller, 138 shot. It's double 9 now for a 138. Oh, brilliant dance from Sharon Prins. Appreciably the biggest checkout she's ever had on the lakeside stage. Great timing from her as well. It's another break of throw. That would have done her the world of good. 138 checkout.
Well, you'd be tempted to say all she has to do is hold a throw, except that none of them have been able to do that. Well, neither of them.
If she can hold, the game will of course go through to a deciding third set. That, incidentally, the highest checkout that we've seen in the women's tournament so far this year. Dieter's best on the lakeside stage, a 152, which was set 3 years ago.
First maximum in the tournament as well as the match. Well, Prins has had a 138, 167 can be done. Just waiting to see where Hedman leaves herself on 116. So 167 needed. Steady ton, good last dance.
And a bit of pressure on this 116 because Prins will fancy her chances of taking out 67 for the set. The shot's off now with that treble 1. 113 can't be done in 2 darts. Single 13 will leave tops to just concentrate Sharon's mind.
76.
I think she was putting herself off there with the banter with the referee. 67 then, this is for the set to square up the match. She's got a 3. 14 would leave Bull. Bullseye now for the set. But nowhere near it.
She's only thrown that one dart at tops so far in the match, when tops is what she needs anyway, and she hit it. 2 left to tie it up at 2-2 in the second. This is a big moment.
20.
And she's blown it.
31.
31 for Sharon Prins. 15 would be perhaps the way to go for this, for double 8. She's got it. Double 8 then. Double 4 for the set.
20 clean.
Double 10 then, Dieter Hedman, to square up this set at 2 apiece with yet another break of throw. She's got it. 2-2. All she's got to do is hold the throw and it's hers. He said with a hint of irony.
That's all that she has to do. 4 legs in which she's had the dart. She hasn't been able to win one. She has broken the Sharon Prins throw 5 times, but it's the 3 missed set darts. Will that be going through Sharon's mind here?
41.
Into a deciding leg that she will feel is unnecessary, or should have been unnecessary.
Averages posted here. Hedman around about 76. It's significantly lower than the averages from Trina Gulliver, from Lisa Ashton, from Eileen de Graaf. She's going to win this title. You'd suspect she's going to have to raise her standards.
18.
To follow the 118. This is better from Sharon. 140. This was the 138. The Keithdale finish, not done the Keithdale away. 2 treble 20s and a double 9. At 138, the best finish in the women's tournament so far.
140.
Dieter's moving into a strong position. 84 now. At last, a hold of throw beckons to win the match. 84 needed. Treble 20 she's looking at for her first attempt to leave double 12, and she gets treble 5. Bullseye. She's got it for the match. Dieter Hedman winning spectacularly. A couple of embarrassing miscounts on the way, hence the smile and the hug for the referee. Sharon Prins exits with an average of less than 74. Dieter Hedman came on a little bit stronger in that second set, clocking up an average of 78.15, and through to the next round where Fallon Sherrick or Lisa Ashton will play against her. She's beaten Sharon Prins 2-0.
Dieter Hedman is the first semi-finalist of 2018, winning the match with the only hold of throw in either set. Not vintage from the #1 seed, but she's there and Prins is out.
She certainly is, Rob. Well, they were just talking about in the studio that there were a couple of wobbly moments, a mistake or two, although you're through to the next round. What was going through your mind out there today?
Not a lot, to be honest with you. After I miscounted on the first one, I thought, oh, you donut. And then I thought, forget about it. Because the first one I did, then I kind of put it right. I got the double. And then I think the second one that I did as well, and I just thought, Hedman, where is your brain today? I thought, just get on with it. Forget about you've made a mistake in counting. I said, if you're going to do that all through the tournament, then so be it. But just keep going. Just put it all right.
Do you think it was nerves slightly creeping up on you a bit out there?
The first set, and anybody said they're not nervous on that first set when you go out, they would be wrong. But after that first set, got on my... To be honest with you, I just felt nice and relaxed. It was just me, just whatever will be, will be. To be honest with you, that's how I felt there.
Well, let's focus on what's next, and that is, of course, the semi-final. Does it feel different this year, getting through to the semi-final to previous years?
No, not really. Still, you got your opponent that you have to get across. And I'm just happy that I'm still going. And whoever I get, whether it's Fallon Sherrock or Lisa Ashton, I've got to go out there and try and produce the game. And, you know, I just look forward to whoever I have to play and go out there and hopefully I can do a bit better. But a win is a win at the end of the day, and I'm happy with that.
Certainly is. Congratulations on getting through to the semi-final. We look forward to seeing you back on that stage. Rob, back to you.